So, if you want to know how to get into this position, the lotus pose, especially if you're a beginner or lack flexibility, that's what I'm going to show you in this video. Now, this video was inspired by a friend who asked me, how do you do the lotus pose, or maybe some tips on how to get into that position? Apparently a lot of people, they have a lot of problems, and me myself, if I do not stretch for a while, I tend to lose flexibility and it's hard to get in, so you have to warm up. And in this video, I'm exactly going to show you what I mean. And what I mean by a lotus pose is simply this position here. Now, of course, the one I'm sitting in is a very basic one, but the one I'm really talking about is where you put one leg, then you put the other one over, and kind of like this. So how do you get it? So the very first thing you want to do is, of course, warm up. So what you can do is jumping jacks or go for a little jog, just something to get the joints warmed up. And next, we're going to rotate them, of course. And number two, you're going to loosen up your joints. And the first thing I would recommend doing is doing a little bit of knee rotation. So you put your legs together, grab your knees, and make circles. Do about 10 on each side. Here, nice and loose. And go the other way. Such as that. And then you can also rotate the balls and behind the legs. And then you can do a few squats, but you have support on your knees. So kind of like this. Just a little, get them nice and loose. Then you can stretch your feet out. So just little rotations, such as that. Back and forth. And so on. Just a little bit. Now here are some very common things I see people struggle with, especially those who lack flexibility. And by that I mean they try to get the leg over, but right here they feel pain, they can't get it over. They don't have enough flexibility to do this. Or on the other leg. So let's address that first. So obviously, of course, the first thing you want to do is stretches. So now that we warmed up and we rotated our joints, let's begin with the exercise. And one common mistake or one common issue I find people having, or beginners, is they start and then they can't move, like they have a stiffness right here. So they're struggling, they're using their hands and you can barely get this across. Forget about getting this across, not gonna happen. So how do you address this? How do you get that flexibility? Well, I'm gonna show you the exercises right here as they go. So exercise number one is the lotus stretch. And basically it looks like this. So you grab your feet, put them as close as you can. If you could, you can put your feet down, grab them, and then you're gonna go down. Touch the floor such as that. It's a great way to get the hips, but also a little bit of the knees for the joints and the flexibility. Now, of course, that's hard. Like, this is the most I can. I can't even put it all the way down here. How do I get more flexible? Well, basically you do this. Start off your legs straight, right? Pretty easy. I think anyone can do that. About to reach your toes. Then slightly, just put it in this much. Doesn't have to be wide. And then bring yourself closer and closer. Let's say you're here, right? This is the most. Go back, bring it just slightly closer, stretch. Then bring it back just a little bit, and now try to go deeper. And you keep alternating until you get closer and closer. So what I mean is, go here, a little bit out, in, a little bit here, and such. That's how you can always put your head down to your feet. And then you're going to keep trying to get closer and closer. You're going to do that until you get to this position. Simple enough. So now, exercise number two to help with that is, of course, we want to bring the legs over and under. So, basically, you're going to begin just with one side. Once you're laying here, put one leg over the other. Just like that. And now, lean forward. 1, 2, go maybe about a few rocks. Put your leg back, put this one here, same thing. It also stretches the gluteus muscle right here. Very similar to when you do this kind of exercise. So you put it here, then you try to bring it in to get that nice stretch. You can do that as well, but this personally what I prefer if you're trying to get the lotus stretch, or the lotus pose I should say. Here, and you're just going to keep doing that. Now, once you get comfortable, you're going to put one leg, now we're going to try to get the other leg over it for exercise number 3. Now the other exercise is a bit more advanced, but it will really help you out. And that is, you're going to put your leg just like this, like you're just relaxing. Then you're going to grab this foot and try to bring it closer, right up to your chest as much as you can. So if you're a beginner, you might get here, but closer, try to go up to your chin right here. So you bring it closer. Once you reach this flexibility, you're going to put your leg right here, and then you're going to try to bring the knee to the floor. So you're kind of using this knee to help push the flexibility, as you see right here. So it looks something like this. Get that nice stretch of the knee. Then you alternate. Just like that. So now that you did that, let's try getting into the lotus pose. So, since we got a little bit more flexible, we just put this leg up and over. Now, maybe you can't get it this close. Maybe you're like right here, that's the most you can get. You're like, ugh, right there, right? So, stick there and just go forward. Very simply. Just a few rocks here and there. Put it back down and then switch. Like here, slightly over. And you keep doing that. And over time, you try to bring it just a little bit closer. And keep doing that. So if you do these exercises over and over, almost on a daily basis, or at least multiple times throughout the week, that's the key word. Consistency, you have to do it. If I don't do this a lot, I lose the flexibility as well. So definitely, if you're not used to stretching, do it even more. Every time you go to bed or in the morning, but at least once a day. And one thing I like to do to get a deeper stretch is put this leg close as I can right here, almost to the hip. And then switch. Put it up to here. And then stretch in between. So you kind of have this position. And you can have some fun with it. It's not just training your abs. You stand up. You can hold it like this. Put it down. Or better yet, just alternate. So you lean back a bit. Then you do this. It's another great exercise you can do once you get a little bit more advanced. So, just like that. Well, and that's how you do it, everyone. So I really hope you found this video useful. If you did, share it with your friends, give it a like to support the channel. And if you want to see more tutorials on flexibility or something like this, hit that subscribe button. It'll help me out, it'll help you out, and overall we'll just help each other out. And of course, if you guys have any more comments or tips that you want to share with other people, or maybe like some concerns you want to ask me questions, post them in the comments below. I'll be sure to check it out. The more tips we share, more people can do it. Maybe there's a lot of things I don't know how to stretch. You can increase it. Maybe I missed some parts. You can mention them, share your own things, and help each other out. That's what it's all about. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.